What? Welcome back, everybody, to yet again another Getting to Know the Artist. I am your host, Wiggles, and today we're here with none other than Dirty Sinister. Now, to some of y'all watching on the replay, you might not know who he is. But please do yourself a favor, and I'm gonna give you one song to go look up right now, and then you come back and watch this interview and go dive into the rest of his music. It is called Cold World, and it just, I don't know, it penetrated my soul, y'all. And I thought there was no way I was gonna get this man on here to interview him. And here we sit. Hello, sir. Welcome, and thank you very much for coming on to my podcast.
Welcome. Thank you for having me, man. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing? We got Teasy in the chat. Whoop whoop. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. We got Twisted Tally. Whoop whoop. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all so much for stopping by. People coming in. So I want to say, how's your day? But I mean, how was your day? It's technically 11 o'clock there, right?
Yeah. Right now it's 11 o'clock in Sweden, so it's kind of late. Everybody sleeps early here, so but not me. Usually I work on music. I just open. It's my free time when I open my laptop and just try to explore things, listen to music, stuff like that, and write lyrics, maybe stuff. So yeah, that's
Oh,
my free time. I get to go time all the time.
oh,
So that's fine by me. 11 o'clock. Usually when I go to bed, I go maybe around 1 or 2 a.m. So yeah, it's
absolutely.
fine.
So let's dive in with my first question here for you, and that is just, what is your name? Obviously, where kind of specifically are you from? And so, wow, I don't think I've ever. Normally, this question just flows, but I don't know nothing about Sweden. Do you guys have states, or do you?
Kind of. We have a lot of we can call it states for people to understand it. So we have like Stockholm, we have Gothenburg, we have Malmö, we have a lot of cities, big cities. So it's almost like the states. Yes.
Well,
For
typically, I
Sweden, other
ask.
than that, yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, typically ask, where was you born and raised, and where do you currently live now? I don't know if it differentiates.
Yeah, man, I've been around the world, honestly. Well, this is gonna sound shocking for some of the people, but half Egyptian. So yeah, that's true. And currently, I live in Sweden for a couple of years now. I've been
Okay,
living in Dubai for like 5 years. So half and half. That's what I've been doing. So I'm kind of a mix. But
absolutely.
Sweden, yeah, Sweden for me, it's not like where I'm actually born and raised. Uh,
Okay.
but yeah, it's a very quiet country. People here, it's not very social, I would say so, if I can. But musically, man, they are so good. Like when it comes to music. So I don't know if you're into metal music or something like that, but they are so humongous when it comes to metal bands. So and since I'm a huge metal person, and this is where I actually started back in 2005. I'm 38, by the way. I'm not very young. But yeah, I started music 2005, and
Oh,
I started with metal. And I've been going. I had bands. I've been going to shows. I recorded some stuff, released some stuff, toured a little bit also as a couple of bands. So that's my thing. And when I actually went into this scene, like I explained before a little bit in the brief, I started with a trap metal when I had to go solo, like an independent artist. So, and yeah, and just things came after that.
okay. So then, that leads right into my next question. What inspired you to start making music? What was the switch that said, "Hey, I think I can do this, and I want to take it serious"?
Shit, man, that's a very tough question. Well, I've been listening to music since a very, very young age, I would say, and I don't have any brothers sisters, so that was my relief. I've been always listening to music like pop music, stuff like that back in the 90s. Then I just found myself attached to it, like writing lyrics. I bought my first guitar and I tried to play on it, just to teach myself how to play music properly. Later on, shit happens in my family, father issues, stuff like that. He had to leave the family. I had to grow up early in another stage. I had to work and I had to support my mother and all this kind of drama shit, that you have to go through. Um, and the music, specifically metal music, that was my drug. Like when I wanted to shout, to be angry, aggressive, and stuff like that. That was my get go. And you're not gonna believe it, man. Back in the 90s, we had no studios. I had no PC or a laptop or anything like that. So when I was recording, actually, I was having a small cassette with me, and putting some tapes on it, and I just hit record and start like shouting, and keep it
Yeah.
after that. And I just go to any of my friends, visit the internet, just try to download any kind of instrumentals like for bands, popular bands, and just go ahead and just try to shout into it, just try to mimic the vocals and stuff. And that's how I learned. That's how it started. And 2005, I started to meet some metalheads around, and this is when we meet each other, like, hey, I play bass, I play guitar, drummer, let's go practice, let's go to the studio. And from the first time I just hold the mic and went to the studio, man, I just felt like this is it, this is what I want to do. That was it for me. And since then I've been doing it for like almost 16 years now.
Yeah, that's what's up. Now, I
Yeah.
assume you might have a different answer for the next one than I'm used to. Who did who did or do you look up to in the music industry? Is now you're saying in Sweden the music industry is pretty popular. What
Yeah,
about you said you're also from Egypt or?
yeah, I'm half Egyptian, yes.
So, I mean, I don't know. Is there a
That's a really interesting question, because here's the catch. In Egypt, I used to hear different folklore music, like Middle Eastern type of music and stuff. And their music is more into feelings, emotional, atmospheric, very melodic, and in a different scale. They play different scales. Um, and when you get to hear all this kind of stuff, it just resonate into your head. So when you go ahead and hear different music, like metal music or pop music or rap music or whatever, you just subconsciously just put this stuff into it. You try to be melodic in a different way. You try to compose the music in a different direction. So this is how you come up with the different ideas. Sometimes it's very, very vague for people who listens to it. Sometimes it's very weird, but in my head, that's how I picture it. So yeah, the background, when it comes to my music background, it's really big, and it's differentiate from different backgrounds and different styles.
now? Is there any artist particularly though that you could tell us that like you listen to or like
uh
draw inspiration from?
yeah, well, currently or before?
Uh, Both. Past, present.
uh
I guess I want to
okay,
be future, but like
yeah.
throughout your career, is there anybody that you looked up to that was a known name? Even if I don't know who it is, but it's a known artist there, or
Yeah,
you know what I'm.
people might know it. Well, I'm not gonna go very back in time, so I can give you a lot of bands, because all these bands influence me in a way. But there is one band that I've been listening to it for like a couple of years now, like 6 years or so. It's Parkway Drive, and it's metalcore band, but they are very melodic, and they just put a lot of elements in the music, pianos or whatever. But when I actually started to listen to music, metal music specifically, I started really heavy. So I started with black metal music. So I was listening to Dimmu Borgir, Abath, Bathory, Mayhem, all these kind of bands. If you heard of them,
I think I've heard of
Cradle,
Mayhem.
yeah, Cradle Filth. Also, I've been hearing them. Then bit by bit, I started listening to new metal, like Limp Bizkit, Korn, Mushroom Heads, industrial metal. So all these kind of stuff. So now, if we're gonna speak now, uh, it's hard for me to pick an artist, honestly, because, like I said, when I just hear the beat or just make a beat or anything like that, all these artists just come into my head right away. This is why you find me sometimes shouting in a very slow beat, like screaming in a very slow beat, like a depressive black metal type of things. Like,
Yeah.
because the purpose behind the screaming on a very dark trap beat or something like that, it's not that I have to rap about it because there is no guitars or bass or something that can back up the screams. No, I just want you to feel the depression, the screaming, the agony that comes out of the screams in a
The
very
emotion,
depressive beat.
man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to do. So yeah. Otherwise, of course, there are some songs that I can just go ahead and just rap into it, or just maybe try to sing into it, or something like. Depends on the beat.
Absolutely. Real quick, I just want to read this. Twisted Tally said, basement metal was my jam for a while. We've had concerts in people's houses and it got wild sometimes. I miss those
That's
days.
what's up.
Whoop, whoop.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. Of course, man. That what's up, man. That's those days also. Like we used to have a lot of basement concerts with only 20 people showing up, and we just go drink beers and just go ahead and hit bangs, and that was crazy, man. Like, I miss those
Yeah.
days.
Absolutely. Okay. Fair enough. Um, okay. Are there any American artists that you know of that
Yeah,
you really
100%.
listen to?
Yeah, a lot, man. Like, a lot. If I'm gonna start putting lists, it's gonna take more than half a minute. So,
Oh yeah, no,
so
okay.
yeah, but in this scene, for instance, if we're just gonna narrow it down in this scene, of course, I listen to Sinister, I listen to Suicide Boys, I listen to Bones. He's one of my favorites,
Oh,
Bones, as well.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, these artists. I'm not very funky person, honestly. I like funk to just vibe, with it, or just hear it. Maybe I can just try to do one song just to break the routine and just try to reach some different niche, with other
Yeah.
fans elsewhere. But this is not what I'm aiming for, honestly. So Smola, Zillikami, all these artists, I'm very big fan of.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I like me some funk to listen to, but I
Yeah,
mean, I don't. I like all kinds of music, man. I used to gatekeep my own music. Like if ICP didn't put them in front of me or they wasn't on the radio, I didn't listen. I didn't care, and that was selfish to me and to artists because I missed out on being a day one fan for a lot of pretty cool people. I bet.
yeah,
Since opening my horizons, I have met so many really cool artists and I'm really glad I get to do this now. My music has expanded so much to like what I listen to. I mean, I have what I like, what I really like, but I'll listen to anything once. It's up to you to make a fan out of me or
yeah.
whatever.
But a good question, man. How actually you discovered the track?
Oh, so I think I was on TikTok, right? And that's why I asked you if you use TikTok. And you're like, no,
Ah,
not really. And I
nah, I'm
said,
not a big fan of it. Yeah.
yeah, but see, I was just looking for something different, man. I made a video. I was looking. I don't know how much you know about my world, being a juggalo
Uh,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah,
we do, and so I was just looking for something new and like wicked,
Ah,
you know, something that freaking hit home. And like I've been going through it in life, you know, emotionally, financially. I've lost a job, I quit a job, I found a job, you know, life has just been lifing, the economy sucks, yada yada. You know what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
know the feeling.
I just needed something new. And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I found Cold World. I created a video and I think it suggested it. I let TikTok
yeah,
like
yeah.
auto suggest a song, right? And the first song that
Mhm.
it picked, I didn't like. I'm like, that's just too common. And then the next one I think was your song. I'm like, what is this, bro? What? And then, so I just selected it and I made the video. I'm like, whatever, we'll put this in the drafts. And I went straight to Spotify. I'm like, who the hell is this? And I looked you up, boy, and I let that song play. I bet you I played it on repeat like, I don't fucking 20 times. That's no
Wow,
exaggeration. Like,
wow,
just
wow, man.
over and over. I'm like, bruh, what he's saying is real. I don't know what it means to you as an artist. I don't know why you created that song, but that shit like was like, ah, you know, open up. You need to feel this pain to release it
Yeah,
to heal to get
yeah.
better. That's what that song was to me, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm
And
like,
that's it, man. I
what?
mean, that was it. I mean, that's what I've been always trying to reach with this type of music, either if it's metal music or this type of music. But maybe in this type of music, it's easier because the lyrics is more understandable, I would say, and also the beats and everything is around. It's just serve the vocals, serve the emotion, serve the listener to get what they want
Listen,
to get.
I
But
get
yeah,
even now talking. I get cultures that line, "Say you're down, but I don't see proof." Man, that's so real. You know how many homies say they're down, but ain't really.
yeah,
There ain't no. It's you against the world, man. And like that
yeah.
shit. And you know, like what's that other line on? It's like, fuck. I don't know, man. Like right now,
Yeah,
you
but
got me
but
on
but
the
yeah,
spot.
it doesn't matter because what you just said, it's more than enough to hear, man. But I'm really glad that you like the song and what you just had listening to it. That's exactly what I've been looking for, and I was hoping
You done
hard,
it.
to get out to the people that who can just hear it because
And
I suck, when it comes to marketing.
oh
I
well, I
cannot
mean,
do
I
marketing, man.
I,
Like
I
I've
don't.
heard your interview with Sinister and all of it. And this guy, I mean, he just drink, eat, sleep, serving his music, which is this is how it should be, and this is exactly what I've been aiming to do. But it's hard, when you're financially not very stable,
Right.
it's ups and down all the time, and yeah, I'm not gonna be able to be. And also, there is one big thing. Being not in the US, that's a really, really big thing because US, you can just go ahead, meet some people who can actually listen to this music. They do the same music also. You can just go ahead and make a gig together, get introduced to fans, because live, it's the most important thing, when you get people who actually can listen to you live and interact with you. They just go ahead back home and who the hell is this guy? And they just go ahead and search him up and then just follow him. And this is how you get your followers. This is how you get the attraction. In Sweden, it's a different case. It's this scene. It's not very big.
See,
It's really, really, yeah, it's really small because it's also underground in the US. So imagine how it is in Sweden. Uh,
right. And that was going to
yeah.
be one of my
So
random questions. What is the underground scene like there? Like, is it actually really big? Is it
punk.
small? Do you know other artists like at your level, or do they have actual like shows and tours, or for
In this music,
underground
no.
scene, or do you got to be a higher
No,
caliber?
no, 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 no. You can just go ahead and book a show or in a bar or in something like that. It's fine, but but for this music, you're not gonna find a lot of people, because every bar, every venue is just gonna ask you for how many fans, how many tickets you can sell. That's really important for them. The drill.
Right.
So yeah, this is how it works. But other than that, the scene that actually growing really big here in Sweden is the underground punk scene, like emo punk, hard punk stuff like that. The punk music in general, it's really common here in Sweden. We have a lot of teenagers actually going ahead and making bands and go to bars and make gigs, and a lot of posters in the streets just to show it. So
Yeah, no,
that's
that's where it
I would say
starts,
that.
though. I mean, if
Yeah,
that's the groundwork that maybe you need to do, or do you not
I'm
do that? Do
trying.
you not? Do you not, maybe?
No, I haven't. I haven't, because there is one thing about me, man. I'm very how can I explain that? How can I put it into words? But I'm not a person who actually go out a lot. Like, I'm a very homey person. I like to stay home a lot.
Introvert. Yeah, stay
Yeah, I like to
inside,
just
homebody. Go out when
I
only
can
you
stay home
need.
for days. Exactly. I
Yeah,
can just stay home for days, just behind my screen, laptop screen, just do my thing, and that's pretty much it. Like, and
right.
which is kind of sucks, because you can do that if you are financially stable, and you can just go ahead and promote your music instead, because you cannot go outside and make friends and make live and gigs and see people. But I'm
Right.
missing both in a way. So this is why I'm kind of not there, and this is why also in the US scene, it's kind of harder for me to show up, because I'm not there physically.
Right.
People just hear me by luck or listen to me by luck.
My buddy Ryan Lovejoy, I do believe he's in like Australia or Europe. Or Ryan, you're gonna have to say in the chat where you're at. He's not in America either. He's in another country. But he said Sweden got them dope Connie Sagan supercars.
Supercars.
I botched the name. I know I did.
Yes, Sweden has very good cars actually, and it's really cheap to get a car in here, but it's really tough to get the license. And
Oh,
it's really
okay.
really expensive also. And you can even have a car
Oh,
even
I lied.
without a license, but you can just drive like, I believe 50 or 6, I mean the speed, and with a sign in the back. All the teenagers have this kind of cars, or they just drive it all the time here. So that's a good flexible way to have a car here in Sweden. But I don't have one. Like, I usually ride scooters, like
Okay.
go with scooters, or walk. Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Ryan. I thought you lived out of the United States. He's like, I'm in the USA. Well, okay, my fault. But
Yeah.
yeah, all right. So yeah, I even listed a couple top songs aside from Cold World. On the Storm, Crazy
Yeah.
Conclusions, Break the Void. There's one I was just listening to, like You're Fucked or something
Yeah.
like
Life
that.
is fucked up. Yeah.
Like,
Life is fucked
yeah,
up.
that shit
Yeah.
goes hard, man.
Yeah.
I can dig most of the songs that I have played of yours. So you're doing something right, and I bet there's more
Thank
people
you.
in America that would dig your music that just maybe you don't quite
I
know.
hope
Do
so.
you, do you know who the artist Bleed the Wicked Menace is?
Yeah, I know him. Of course, I know him. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, it just came by luck. Honestly, I've never had him on Instagram before, but when Cold Word got released on YouTube, and I started looking at the stats and everything, it just out of a sudden, this the only track that kind of blew up. Like, almost like 200,000 right now, views or something like that, 100K, and I was like, okay, that never happened before. Like, what the fuck is going on? But when I was looking at the stats, I saw him on the stats, and most of his fans just coming directly. Like, the algorithm just put my track right behind his track, or just put him in or put it in a playlist that has him in it, or something like that. Most of the playlists that my tracks are now played in YouTube, or
Y'all
YouTube
have a
Red specifically.
similar
Yeah,
style
Suicide Boys, a
music.
lot of Suicide Boys mixes, which is I'm so grateful. Of course, this is how I got all these views from. So I
Okay.
found him, and I was like, man, he's so fucking good. Like, this guy. I mean, I really wanted to work with him. I mean, I hope so. to
Well,
make
I
something
I bet
with
you
him.
could make it happen, and this is why. He told
But
me,
he's pretty big. He's
it,
bigger than me, man.
yeah, he followed
Yeah,
you on Instagram,
yeah.
and like, he said he followed. He heard my video that I done with your song, and like that, like triggered him. So like, I really think maybe that could be possible. That was going to be a
I hope
question
so.
down the road. Do you do you do like features with anybody? Do you charge
I
people
really want
or?
to. No, no, I never charge anybody, honestly. And why is that? Because I see myself small. I mean, I'm very optimistic. You know, like, okay, why would I just go ahead and charge somebody like $50, which is not big money in the US, but for me might be a big money because the equivalent in the currency. But some other artists like Sinister, like other artists in general, I want to give names. They
Right,
have
right,
big fee, so I'm not going to be able to pay that because they will never. Let's just face it, they will never just going to come knock my door and be like, "Hey, would you be interested in a feature?" Unless, of course, I'm really big. Other than that, it's not going to happen. I have to approach. I have to send them a message or something, and the reply will is going to be always the same. Like, okay, this is the fee, like $200, $300, stuff like that for a verse.
right,
And this is not it, because once you finish the song, you cannot just rely on his name solely. You just need also to promote the music. You need to pay for playlisting and stuff like that, which is,
right.
you know, I'm not a big fan of playlisting also, because once you put the song in a playlist, it just goes up. And once it's out of the playlist, it just goes down again, you know? So, and Cold World, actually, I, I, I paid nothing, like literally nothing on it, like zero
I'm
industry
glad,
fee.
bro, because that's the one. Listen, if I and like I like these other songs, and they might have caught my attention, but I don't think like Cold World did. So like, if they were the
Yeah,
songs suggested, anything outside of that, I might have slept on you a little longer. I feel like I would
yeah.
have came around and found you somehow, but yeah, that dude, that
It
song,
is what it
it's.
is, man. It is what it is. But I'm glad at least one of the songs just pops up, and people maybe recognize me from it. I'm trying right now to top it up, trying to make music that similar to it, because some comments on the track, new fans, I
Yeah.
don't even have them on Instagram. They be like, okay, you need to make more songs like this. So I released a track called Alone, and
And
it's
that is
kind of
all
similar
right.
to it. Yeah, it's kind of
That's
similar, same vibe to it.
right.
And so now I'm just, I'm thinking right now, should I just go ahead and put an album, or just go ahead and just keep putting, hey, man,
Airhearts,
that's
baby.
whoop,
I'm always
what up,
loving them.
dog? Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. What's good? That's another homie. Right now, real quick, let me just promote. Would you please smash that like button? It's a small gesture for me, a big favor to us in the YouTube algorithm. It's a small
Yeah,
gesture from you, a big favor to me and the YouTube algorithm. It shoots it out. It gets more people in here. More people get to see him that may not know who he is. Even on the replay, if you are watching this right now, please hit that like button. And Mick Wig split a whoop whoop, homie. Welcome in. Sorry to cut y'all.
no, no, it's fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. So I'm trying right now just to maybe do an album, but if I'm gonna do an album, I need some features on it. It's not gonna be solely me for like
That,
8 to 10 tracks. It's gonna be kind of boring.
now, have all of your
So
songs been like just you, or have you done features with local artists?
no, no, no. I've done actually a few. Like there is a track called "Ghost Bitch." Uh, it's kind of old. I had a verse in it. It's like 3 years old or something like that. And I had a couple of songs with an artist called Scorn. I don't know if you heard of him. This track called "Crazy Conclusion." It's actually him with me in it. And
Okay, so
this is
that's
when
on
I
my
was just
list
focusing.
actually. So I have listened
Yeah.
to that song without really, obviously knowing or paying attention to
I
the.
know that was him, and yeah, it was both of us in it. But because all the track is just basically screaming and shouting, yelling,
Right.
yeah, it's hard to differentiate.
Ryan said he shared it out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Umo's super dope too. He reminds me of Suicide Boys. Wait, you're saying Dirty
Thank you, man.
Sinister does? That's dope. Yeah, he's got something about him, man. That because it's like mellow. Like the Cold World is so mellow. You don't expect him to like. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's that shit, boy. All right. Before we move on, it's not often I get somebody that's like from completely somewhere else, man. So I picked some little weird, dorky questions. One being, what's the weather like there? Is winter? Like, is it super
It's
cold?
winter.
5 foot of
Yeah,
snow, or I don't know.
almost doesn't snow. And there's one thing about Sweden. Sweden is a very depressive country because it's most of the year it's actually dark. Like the sun never come, come out.
You
So
have the
it's
whole like 6 months of darkness and like six
exactly,
months of yeah.
exactly, something like that. So right now it's winter and it's around, I would say, 5 or 4 degree.
Okay.
Soon it's going to snow, and yeah, Christmas coming, man. Merry Christmas to everybody here in
Yeah,
advance.
absolutely.
Yeah.
If someone was gonna visit Sweden, where would you suggest they visit?
I would say Stockholm. It's the
Okay.
biggest city. It's the capital, and it's the biggest city. And all the big shows, all the museums, everything is just standing there. So everybody just goes there when they. But it's kind of more expensive because obviously it's the biggest city. And
Tourists and yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
but if you're gonna come as a tourist, you have to be prepared for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what is and if I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. What is
No.
Corv Stroganoff, and is it any good?
Korv Stroganoff.
Yeah, I look, man. I use Google
Korv. Korv. Where did you get this word from?
from Google. I said, "What is a common food in Sweden?" And it said
Korv.
Korv
Korv. Yeah,
Stroganoff.
Korv.
Yeah.
Yeah, Korv. It's the hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the hot dogs, and they like to eat it here. Pork hot dogs, and they do it in different ways. A lot of ways, and it's really tasty. Actually, you have
All
to come,
right.
man. You have to come.
Yeah,
You have to come and
yeah.
taste it.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, that's cool though. I get it. Yeah. All right. Those are just some random ones that I had to like. I wanted to do something extra. Being you're from Sweden, and obviously you even said you're Egyptian too. So that's
Yeah,
that's that's pretty cool.
crazy.
All right. So back on topic though. Are there any current projects or what's in the works? What's next? Are you working on any new songs? Are you working on trying to line up any shows, any tours? Are you just kicking back, relaxing for the winter? Or, what's next in Dirty Sinister's, to do?
Yeah. Shows, no, obviously, because shows, if I'm gonna go to shows, I need a lineup, I need people to push it out there. And here in Sweden, it's not gonna be easy. If I'm gonna go somewhere else, I need to be bigger. I need, agency or something like that, which is kind of impossible. Let's speak, facts. And like I said, what I'm focusing on, I'm creating music almost every day. But I'm very, very uh, anxious person. Like when I hear the track, is it good enough? It's not good enough. I go to bed. I'm very anxious about it, and then when I wake up in the morning, I just hear it again and be like, not sure. Okay, I was just gonna make another one and just try to go ahead and find some beats or make some beats and be like, okay, I'm just gonna start from scratch, and so on and so on. And I ended up eventually having like maybe 6 songs or something like that. And I'm very even more anxious right now because I don't know which one is better to release. So this is how it works for me. But yeah, just to cut it short for your question, what I'm focusing on, like I said, I'm just trying right now to maybe put an album together,
Okay.
push it at once. But I'm worried about maybe some tracks is just gonna be buried if I'm just gonna release an album, maybe 8 tracks or 6 tracks, something like that. It's not gonna be very big, maybe 6 or 8, something like that.
Right.
But I'm not sure, how it's gonna go. But like I said, I need also some features in it. So if with this podcast, if anybody right there is interested, just hit me up and they just take some
Listen,
shit.
I'll line you up with some people. If you don't care, like I mean, I won't give you terrible people, but I know some artists. I've
Nah,
only
man.
interviewed 160 of them, and they might be honored to work with you. And I'll even
I'll
try
be
to.
more than honored, man.
I'll put in a word with the old Bleed the Wicked Menace. Like, hey, you should get on a song with him. Line
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
that's
up.
that's one of my things, man. I really wanted to text him, send him a message, and DM him and be like, "Hey, bro, are you down maybe for a song or something?"
You
But
should.
I was like, nah, it's gonna be very cliche and very cringy. It's just gonna be like,
Mm-mm.
nah, man, I don't know. What is your
He
budget?
he's a family man, so you got to take that into consideration. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't
It's
think
just
he
like
would
me.
charge you. Right. I don't think he would really charge you that much. I think maybe he'd be honored to kind of make some collab happen or whatever. But I can't speak for the
Yeah,
man. I just be
yeah,
talking
exactly.
to him.
Just hope for the best. Yeah.
Right.
And others. I mean, if there is any others out there that maybe are open for something, because if I'm gonna
There's
put an album together, I need maybe at least like maybe 3 features in it, like maybe 3 features and 5 solo
and
tracks.
not to dwell on a
Yeah,
bad subject, Facebook is doing you dirty or whatever. That's why I wanted to add you to that chat, bro. I got like 30 artists in that Facebook chat that just be interconnecting and cross
no,
communicating
no.
and
I just went to the Facebook and I just realized it's something about the meta
mm-hmm.
thing that they are just the group chat thing is not yet introduced in Sweden. So that
Okay.
was the thing. Yeah, it's something that they're trying out right now, and they just pushed it first in the U.S., some other countries, but it's not yet introduced in Sweden. So I don't have it yet. God knows when it's gonna be here. And before that, when you searched again for me and you didn't find me, that was because of the new policies. Because I haven't visited my page for ages, and I really need to go ahead and accept terms and condition for the new policy stuff in order for me to keep using the page. So it's some kind of silly shit.
Yeah, meta being meta. Shout out to MP. Whoop, whoop. That's the homie right there. I am so glad y'all rolling through. On and off, 6 people right now. Please smash that like button or just go check him out. I'm telling you, Cold World. Go to Spotify, dip out of here. His links are going to be in the description. You'll be able to find this afterwards. It's going to be on the channel. Go listen to that song real quick. 3.5 minutes and it won't. I'm telling you, you won't regret it. I don't even think it's 3.5 minutes, but it's actually a real song. So there's that. It's not none of these little minute point five songs or whatever they want to call it. It's a real song and it strikes the nerves, man.
Free
Um,
publicity, man. Appreciate it.
oh yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. Uh, okay, so what is your favorite song so far that you have made that means something to you? Not necessarily your most famous song. It could be that
Yeah.
song, but a song that means something to you that you've made so far in your history of making music.
Well, of course, definitely, Cold World is one of them. All of them, honestly, they touch something in me. But there is a song that I recently created. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it anytime soon. Called "Born in the Dark." and I'm talking about my father, and when he left me, and how I struggled, and how my mother used to, struggle also, and how had to support her. But I was just speaking from a third person perspective, so everybody can listen to it, can just, relate to it. It's not like my own story. I'm just giving a storytelling track, basically, when the situation happens, when your father leave you, you're all by yourself, and you have to go to the world and start doing, just discover the world all by yourself, because there's nobody else to tap on your back, or pat in your yeah, exactly. And this song is, it's very, very depressive. Honestly, it has a lot of screams in it, a lot of vocals also related to, similar to Cold World, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's really, really close to me lyrically, because the music
Well,
in it's not very, very complicated or complex music. It's basically piano and violin,
ooh.
just to add this, yeah, just to add this depth in it, and 808, and trap structure. And I just rely on the lyrics for people just to hear every single word and relate to it in a way. So yeah, maybe I can send it to you after this. You can tell me
Yeah,
your
I'm ready, boy.
yeah.
That's me in a nutshell, bro. I've been on my own since I was 16, but when my mom was there, yeah, my father wasn't there, so I
Yeah,
bet I'm
you
gonna
will
like
relate.
it. Yeah,
You will relate. Yeah.
that's
So yeah,
awesome.
that's one of the songs, and so many actually. I stepped away a little bit from the trap metal scene, because if our scene is underground, so the trap metal is way, way more underground. I mean, it's hard to. Oh, thank you, man. Parasites goes hard. Yeah, that's an old track also with Blackcore. He quit making music. He's a family person now, and he's not making music. But yeah, Parasite was one of the songs that we had like 3 years ago or something. But yeah, I have this theme that I'm following right now, which is uh, I'm just trying to put all my depression, all my anxiety, stress, problems, all this, stuff into lyrics, and I just introduce it and musically, you know. But I choose more this path musically, like this type of melodies, like Dark Gold and On the Storm, and all this kind of tracks, just to be easier for the listener to relate into it, rather than just go ahead all the track and be like people is not, we're not gonna hear the lyrics, you just hear angry person or screaming person, but you're not gonna actually hear anything out of it. So I was
Right.
like, okay, I'm just gonna try to balance it a little bit more. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
I gotcha. That's awesome because that's what I used to think of screamo and metal. Like, what are they saying? And like, there's some artists that can actually yell, and it's actually like clear. You can understand it, and some it is kind of like just let it out. I get you. So yeah, no.
Exactly. You have to check the lyrics all the time so you can relate to what they are saying. But when you do, you can relate easier to them. This is why also some of the songs or some of the bands that I really like, called Saturnus, they play some uh, sub genre in metal called doom metal, which is very, very depressive, very low tempo, a lot of clean vocals. It's very smooth. But out of a sudden, of course, you will hear this brrr thing. So expect it. But yeah, I
That's cool.
recommend them to you, man. You're gonna like them.
Okay, I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
Moving forward, let's go with realistically, where do you see yourself in 5 years in the music industry? Is the goal to be signed? Do you want to be on a label? Do you just want to be doing better off? Do you want to have a Grammy? Like, there's nothing is too far fetched or too little. Just if I get a hold of you in 5 years and we come back to this question and I go, Well, you said you was gonna da 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 da. Da. What's what's gonna happen in 5 years? What's the goal?
Well, right now, for someone like me who lack marketing strategy, of course, I'll need some kind of guidance. Either from agency or management, or maybe a label. But on the other side, all labels are fucking vampires. They just suck you to the death, basically, to the last drop, and everybody knows
Right.
that. So everybody just goes right now and just go independent. And
You
there's
won't
so many ways you
regret
can
it,
do
Ryan. You will not regret it.
that.
You sound be listening to all of
Thank
his.
you,
I'm
Ryan.
telling you. Listen, on Spotify, if you just listen to the first 10 songs, you're gonna be like, I love this
Yeah, Ryan, get
guy.
back to me, Ryan, and tell me what you think when you listen to the catalog. But yeah, man, that's I would definitely love to get some kind of support.
So
Doesn't
you're
matter
not
what it is.
opposed to a label? A lot of people in the United States in the underground, it's like not too many want a label because they say you lose more than you gain
Yeah,
from
that's
it.
true. It's a fact.
However, at the same time, you're guaranteed that exposure in front of like
Exactly.
everybody. So once your contract's
Exactly.
done, your name has been out there. And as long as you
Exactly.
continue making good stuff, then you should be able
Exactly.
to
Because
pivot.
again, I'm just gonna get back to your as a reference to your interview with Sinister, when he said that his first time when he got into the scene, he had a show, and after that, they told him you're just gonna be all by your own, and you have to take it from there. But they give him like a kickstart, somehow to show his talent to the people.
Right.
And that's something that I'm lacking in a way. I don't have this in here, and even if I'm gonna get it, I'm just gonna get local people. The scene here is not gonna be as big as in the US, even though it's still underground, but still more popularity are in the US.
Impede, you listen, bro. When that drop, dude, and then he starts the belt, bro. It's nuts, nuts. Yeah. No, I get it. So then you're not opposed to a label if that was how it needed to be to kind of
Yeah,
get initiated, anyhow, to
I'll
get
see my
you a little.
options. Yeah, I'll see what kind of options that I have.
Right, right. Okay. If not music, then what? Would you just be working a 9 to 5? Do you have another hobby or passion or talent that we don't know about?
As
I
far as I
would.
know, man, no. I've worked a lot in a lot of jobs, man. I suck in all of them. Like all of them, basically. Like worked. I worked in a multinational companies, and this is how I got my English from, by the way, because I used to work with Americans and English people for years. I learned English the hard way. From getting my ass kicked over the phone and dealing with Americans. Like, what the fuck are you saying, man? What the
Yeah,
fuck? I don't understand a word
we're
from what you're saying.
we're we're we're
Yeah,
assholes, bro. Uh,
yeah. I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn the hard way. But yeah. Other than that, I can't say there is something specifically that I'm good at, actually, because like I said, I've been doing music for years now, like a decade. And I've been grinding, hustling, trying to get out there, but it's getting harder and easier at the same time every day, because with the social media, with the AI, it can help you with everything right now, like marketing strategy, creating ads, all this stuff. It's easy just to go and ask ChatGPT, okay, create me an ad. How can I get the perfect hashtags, stuff like that. But
right.
still, it's not going to favor you, because you still need to put some money into it, in
And
a
a
way.
lot of people don't like AI. Some artists are like anti AI because they think people, and it's not a think. People are like trying to use AI to make music, teach their own, but I wouldn't call that real music. You know what I'm saying? Real music is something that you came up with from an
100%.
emotion
You
or
have, you have,
you know.
yeah, 100%, 100%. You have, I mean, you can use it in your mixing. You can use it in your mastering because I use it in my
Listen, I've
mixing.
used AI for some thumbnails. You can tell though what
Exactly.
thumbnails I do AI and which ones I actually use programs and create something. You can see the
Definitely. That's
difference,
what I mean.
or
That's what I
like if I um pay somebody, commission an actual
Yeah,
artist, you can see the real difference or whatever. But I think there's a time and place. There's a use for everything and good measure or whatever. I just
exactly. Exactly. Because let's face it, I mean, AI is the coming big thing, and
right.
every day it's even bigger and bigger. And if you're not gonna participate in using it in a way or another, just gonna be left behind. Some other will be able to use it and just gonna take the roller coaster basically and just get out there. So you have somehow to use it.
Right. And Pete said, "Oh, I'm not sucking up. Laugh aloud. The Spotify playlist for Dirty Damn Crazy Conclusions. Fuck yeah, dude.
One of the
This
old songs, man. Yeah,
this man, I'm telling you, and Pete, Crazy Conclusions, Break the Void, On the Storm. There's man. Listen to that whole shit, man. That's some good stuff. All right. So pretty much think you would have still been doing music or whatever and whatnot.
yeah, man. Well, wish me luck because every day I wake up and I be like, I'm just gonna quit, man. I'm done. Like I'm 38. Like when I'm gonna break out, man. Like when exactly my moment is gonna come? When I'm 40? When I'm 44? Like come on, man. Like when this is
Hey.
gonna actually happen? But yeah, definitely you learn and you keep learning every day with the music industry get bigger and bigger and technology get bigger and bigger because everybody can also tell from the old sound and the new sound mixing wise. I'm not the one who mixes my music that much more now. I'm just mixing the vocals a little bit just to show the engineer how I want it to be.
So you
Back in the
you
days when crazy, yeah.
you outsource or do you have a producer?
No, I create the beat and I record and I let him go with the whole mixing and
Mix
mastering
and
thing.
mastering.
Yeah, why? Because back in the days when I used to do metal, it was easier for me because when you do fuck up in metal music or very distorted beat, nobody's just gonna notice anything. You know, it's very loud, but at least this is how I see it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, especially in the underground, your sound doesn't have to be very professional, but now I'm just trying to hit a different niche. I'm just trying to get to people out there who can listen to emo, rap, who can listen to cloud rap or shadow trap. So I'm just trying to get out of the scene. Also, I'm just trying to reach people who listens to different type of music. Cold world people, other people can listen to it. Like it doesn't have to be somebody who listens to Bones or listen to Suicide Boys, or it can just
Right.
go to other people. So that's what I'm trying to reach. But you're not going to reach these people without a good quality of sound. That's what Sweden also provided me because here the studios are very very good and they are, like I said previously, early in the podcast, they are really good in music. They have very very big studios that a lot of big ass artists used, and they come only here just to record and mix and master. So and
Yeah.
it's not very expensive. It's not very expensive in my currency because I pay in my currency here. It's not in dollars, so it's easier for me.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how I do it now.
That's what's up, man. Next question on the list then. What did you want to be as a kid? Was it a singer?
Yeah, actually, I
Yeah.
wanted to. Yeah, I wanted to compose first. I wanted to work as a composer first. Then I realized that there is a lot of the things that I compose. Uh, I need to do it my way. People's not gonna get it if somebody else is just gonna do it. I crave this beat. Like I want to do it that this way or that way. And this is when I started just to experiment and just put my own vocals. And again, as I said previously, when I went to the studio and started jamming with the boys, and they told me, "Fuck, man, you have a good screams. Let's just do this. Let's just start a band." And from here, I just one band from the other band and just jump in. And there is one band that I had for like, I would say maybe 7 years, called Destiny Chains. It was a metalcore band back in Egypt, and I had another band called Hikate. It's a black and death metal band, so it was anti-god, some kind of stuff like that.
Now, are you still
So
in
for
touch?
religious people,
Are you still
for
in
yeah,
touch with
definitely,
those people? Like,
yeah,
you
yeah,
said
hundred
that
percent.
band was in Egypt. Have you tried to reach out and be like, "Hey, let's do a thing"? I
Yeah,
mean, I don't
yeah,
know how
that's
communication works or whatever. I guess, and I assume they have
no, no. We
computers.
we we, we still, yeah, no, hundred percent.
I
Yeah,
feel dumb. I'm sorry. I don't.
no, 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 no. It's actually true. It's no, they are still doing it, but they are, most of them now. They are family people, so music for them is just secondary thing. It's not the most priority.
Okay.
So yeah, they are not there anymore. There is a band that I started here in Sweden, and we play a few gigs here and there. Then they disbanded because of financial issues, and this is when I got back again to go ahead and solo and be a solo artist. So it's
So
been on and off all the time.
So I assume, as you just said, you learned the hard way from idiot Americans thinking they're better than you and telling you how to speak. I assume you're bilingual.
No,
Can
no,
you?
no, never. I know
So,
it, but no, I've never used it for English because I've learned English when
so
I
that's
was
it.
like, I
So
was kind
English
of
is
good in
your
it.
primary language, or would?
You can say so, yeah, you can say so, especially here in Sweden, because I'm not very, very good in Swedish, because the Swedish language is really, really tough. I mean, you have to
And
listen to some Swedish so you can understand what I'm saying. It's like German, in a
right.
way.
I was
Uh,
just gonna ask if you've ever tried or thought about using what little languages you may know to throw it into a song, like a multilingual. I didn't know if that's something you ever
yeah,
thought about.
I've
Like
thought of
some
that actually.
songs, like Sinister, he'll do a song like half Spanish, half English or
I
Mexican.
tried that. I tried
Yeah,
that. I tried to create a beat with a scale called Higaz. It's a scale in Western culture. It's really different scale musically. And it's very melodic, but at the same time, it has different notes. Nobody does it in US or in Europe because they never use this kind of scales. But also, it's going to be very, very hard to adapt vocals in it, because it's very melodic. So you have to sing, like
right.
really sing. And I'm not a very good singer. I can shout, I can yell, I can tune my voice, I can do harmonies, but I cannot just, oh no, I cannot do this. No, I cannot do that. This kind of shit. So it's on the bag. It's one of my to do list, definitely,
Right. Yeah, I just figured
just
I'd
to do
ask.
something crazy like that. Yeah, but that's a good question. Yes.
Okay. If you could then, right now as it stands, if you could collaborate with anybody, if you could get anybody mainstream or underground on a track with you right now, who would be your go-to?
Oh, you already mentioned one of them, the Wicked Mans, and Sinister. 100% also is one of them, and I would go with. I mean, if I'm gonna go mainstream, I would go definitely with Bones. Like that's a dream come true if it's gonna happen. And Suicide Boys, definitely. Dang man, there is a lot. Like back in my head, there is a lot. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, for people approachable in the scene, I would say Lido Jimenez and maybe Sensor. They are kind of more approachable, I would say.
All right.
Do you recommend any artists that you see fit? I
Yeah,
mean,
but
out of context.
I was wondering if you would know who he was without me saying it. Have you heard of Percy Bones? He's from Europe,
Percy Bone.
or well, he might be from
Percy Bone.
Spain, I think.
I'm familiar with the name, but I don't
Listen,
know if I've heard him.
this dude has a mullet, okay, blonde hair mullet, and he screams like you're fucking killing a wild boar, dude. That dude goes like bro,
Put all the mic inside his mouth.
listen, I can't make the sound this man makes. It's detrimental to your ears. It's so curdling, but in a good way. Like you would like it. Look up Percy Bones in your free time. That
Percy
dude,
Bone. I will do that after the stream.
oh man, and he's got a sound to him, kind of like you, but different. Like I think y'all would clash good in a good way. Clash, collab.
Amazing, amazing. I'll definitely check him out. I'll definitely check him out.
Somebody earlier in the chat mentioned Sagon Umo. They're Spanish, and they're dope. They sing English and Spanish in their songs, and I believe they're just from like Spain or Mexico or something like that. I know they're not from the United States. I don't believe.
Interesting.
Uh,
Interesting.
and let's see, just off.
There is one artist that you really like. I saw him in your rap, Spotify rap.
Are you talking about
Number one
Ouija?
top artist. Yes,
Ouija,
that's the
man.
one.
That's well, I don't know if you're good enough. You better come. You better bring your A game. Don't make me not like a song from you because you messing up my Ouija now. That's my Lord and Savior. Nah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of people don't. I mean, dude, if you could make that happen, I'd do it. I know it requires money. Ouija,
A lot of money.
you know, a lot of people don't like Ouija. A lot of people do. I feel like so real quick, just since you don't know me really that well, my whole deal with Ouija, he came into the scene about I don't know, let's say 10 years ago to play it safe. He came on to a cipher with ICP, but he's been a juggalo since he was 16. I learned all this after the fact. But at any rate, he came onto the scene and people hated him. Hated him. And I fucking loved him. He looked weird. Nobody liked what he was doing. They thought he was just mumble rapping, trap rapping. Like they literally thought he was weird, and that's his whole. He is weird, and I'm fucking weird. So I'm like, hey, and like he has a song called "Walking What the Fuck," and I'm a walking what the fuck, and like bruh, Ouija's my dude, and I've been on it. And even before he was signed, he was on a label called Swagtooth, and he doesn't really talk about it much. But if you dive into that, dude, Ouija's a goat, man. He's been putting it down for a minute. So yeah, I mean, obviously, if you could make a Ouija, I'll tell anybody. Listen, Bleed the Wicked Man has done a Ouija song. I don't know if he paid for that, what exactly. He didn't tell me that details. That's his business. I don't expect to know everything. I'm just happy that I feel, I get to be included in some of these cool people's lives. And he done a song with Ouija. And I call a spade a spade. I said, I like it, but it wasn't long enough. What the hell? You gave him like a little minute, and then Ouija done a minute and 40 seconds, bro? Like, come on, Bleed. This was your song with fucking Ouija, and you gave me like not even a minute? And he's like, bro, you really put that on his post? I said, what, you want me to lie? He's like, no. I said, you want me to take it down? He said, no. I said, well, it was a great song. I just wanted more.
Yeah,
so
greedy is
yeah.
a good thing. Being greedy is a good thing in music. So
So
yeah, man. I mean, yeah, that's if I can get such an opportunity, of course, I'm gonna be grateful for it. But
there, there's
you
another
never know.
artist on that list. I don't know if you know who he is. He might actually do a collab with you. He might try to charge, maybe not. His name's Jason the Sing God. He pretty much just does like trap rap shit,
Hmm.
but he's dope. He's got good songs, and I fuck with him too. So
I'm
you
gonna
might
check
be
all
able to
of
work
these
that out.
guys. Yeah, yeah. That's good.
Um,
Good recommendation, man. Appreciate it.
all right. Real quick. And this is great. Like, listen. I don't know if you can really tell, but I am genuinely enjoying this interview because you were like so new and fresh, and like your
Yeah,
songs
you can
was
tell.
like, and like I'm not getting through all of my questions, but I feel like I'm learning so much. Like I'm even skipping lesser ones, and that's okay. But I do want to ask one that's kind
Oh,
of specific to my old lady. She does digital art. She draws for furries and all kinds of stuff. She actually done my icon to my channel. She's
oh,
drew all kinds of stuff like that and whatnot. She gets paid to do it, but in her spare time, she might come back to this question and bring it to life. So she has me ask if you could be an animal or a fictional character like a unicorn or something, imaginary or whatever, what would you be?
wow. Okay, that's a really. I would choose a bat.
A bat?
A bat,
Hell
yeah, because
yeah.
they are so isolated. They just like to stay in the dark and just be by themselves. They just don't give a fuck about anybody else. If you're gonna disturb them, they're just gonna fuck, and
Fly poop
fly
all
away.
over you.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and they just hunt in silence. So they're just so homey, just like me.
That's that's awesome. I would probably be a tiger or gargoyle, man. I don't know if you know what that show is, the
Yeah,
Gargoyles
yeah,
back. Okay,
yeah.
and I'm not a morning person. I really don't like mornings, even though now I
Plus
have to
one.
work mornings. But I'm more of a night person, so they come to
Yeah,
life at night. That type of beat.
just yeah,
Um,
win-win. Plus one. Yeah,
right. Uh, okay, what's your favorite color?
black.
Black. All right. Mine's red, then purple, and then black.
No, I just black all the way, man. All the way black.
All right. What's your favorite domesticated animal and wild type animal?
Hmm. Uh, is cat valid? Yeah, we can go with cat. I like cats.
Okay.
Wild animals, snake, because I had one before.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a snake before. I was really young back in the days when I had him. I didn't know how to feed him properly, so he died eventually on me. But but yeah, if I get the chance to get another one, I would definitely do. Yeah, so snakes.
I actually have a albino corn snake. I did have a python. He passed
Really,
away last year. Yeah, I'm actually looking at her right now. Her name is
man,
Bella.
we have a lot of comments, man. We have a lot of comments. Me and you,
Y- Yeah, I love
a
snakes.
lot of comments.
I got fish. My favorite wild animal is a tiger, a white tiger, because they're not
I know
supposed
the
to
white tiger.
exist, and they'll
Yeah,
lure
yeah,
you in,
almost
and
extinct.
they'll kill
Yeah,
you. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, almost
Um,
extinct.
my favorite domesticated. I got some cats at home, but they're bobtails. They don't, or they're tailless cats. But I'd say my favorite domesticated is a dog, pit bulls specifically.
I like
Uh,
dogs. Cats is just the thing for me. For cats, you don't have to put a lot of work for them. You
they're
just sit,
easy,
you
low
just
maintenance.
yeah. You don't have to go walking around, get them fucking shit, and just
Yeah.
okay, stay home, do your thing, and that's it. I'm a lazy person.
All right. Guys, we're at the next page of this interview. We're at an hour and 8 minutes, and I just want to say thank you again. Time is something
Appreciate it.
you can't get back. It's just facts. You can't
Yeah,
get it back,
yeah.
and you chose to hang out with us on my podcast. So thank you very much.
I appreciate it,
If
man. I
if
mean, thank
if
you for
you
having me.
if you guys have any questions that I have not got around to, put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and jump to this last page so that we can give him the full interview like anybody else, and even maybe get through the little game questions. It's light-hearted, fun questions and whatnot. So put your questions in the chat if you got questions for him. Anything, nothing's off the table as well, as long as it's not
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's fine. Just throw it away.
Um, and I'm gonna ask you, what type of music did your parents listen to, and do you think it affected the type of music that you listen to, or the type of music that you make today?
Yeah, like I said, they were basically listening to some of old school rock, classic rock, stuff like that. My father specifically. My mother, no. My mother was just listening to, you know, Arabic shit. And this is what I got, like I got to hear this and that, all the time. But yeah, when I discovered this music, like rock or metal music, I discovered it all by myself. Just came by luck and just struck me. And since then, it was in my head. I couldn't stop doing it or listen to it. So yeah, they helped in a way, but it's not like a big influential. It's not like my father was like a metalhead or my mother was
Yeah.
like a goth or anything like that. No,
Okay. Absolutely. My mom listened to, I don't know, country and Christian music, and my father, when he was around, was rock and country. I don't really like country. I have a few favorite songs, and I'll listen to a few things here and there, but country ain't really my fancy. I like, rock, metal, horrorcore is
yeah,
my main
you're
stuff
saying,
here.
yeah, you're saying.
Yeah. So,
So what is
yeah.
your favorite metal bands if we're gonna go to metal?
Ooh. See,
Now
now
I'm
you,
asking questions.
yeah, no, now you're putting me on the spot. Like, really to say, like, to call, and that's just it. I will listen. I don't know that I could say I have a favorite metal band, really. Because, like, AC/DC is not metal, right? That's like rock.
No, it's an old school. Yeah, it's an old school rock, like Metallica, Sabotage, AC/DC.
Right.
Yeah, I would say heavy metal, thrash metal, old school rock. But still, man, I mean, you still rock.
I'll listen. So the thing is, I'll listen to it. I'll consume it. I might not know, like, I guess a lot of artists, and like, it's just recently that really, because the whole screaming thing took a while for me to like, I don't know, interpret
Digest it.
as, yeah, as like
Yeah.
music. Because at first it was just like literally yelling, even though there was words. To me, it just sounded like you were like, "Ah!" Like what?
Have you ever heard about Lamb of God?
Lamb of God. Okay, yes, so I've heard of them. They're all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Is
Very
that
popular
considered
in the US.
metal?
100%. Come on, man.
Okay, right. Um, I off the top of my head, man, it ain't. I don't regularly listen to it, but it's something
No,
that I
that's okay. I just
will.
wanted to squeeze you a little bit.
Yeah, you did. He said, put him on the spot. No, that's
Yeah.
cool. I like getting asked questions back, to be honest. Even if I don't know something, I'm not going to sit here and lie. You're just going to watch me, like, freeze up for a minute, and I'm like, look, I don't know. Job for a
No, man.
cowboy,
Jaffer Cowboy, of course. Yeah, they're really good.
Iron Maiden. There you go.
Iron
Yeah.
Maiden. Yeah,
See,
Iron
I know
Maiden.
who that is. I
Yeah,
I guess I just don't know complete classifications, I guess, then.
yeah. No, Iron Maiden are legends, man. Gods.
Okay, fair enough. Um, yeah, Sweden
Meshuggah.
meshuggahs,
Meshuggahs, yes. They are one of
meshuggahs.
the top bands. Yeah, they are one of the top bands in Sweden because here in Sweden there is they have their own music genre. So, for instance, when it comes to house or EDM music, they have something called Swedish music. Like you have Avicii came out of Sweden in the EDM. You have Swedish House Mafia. They created their own EDM type of sound, and very old trio DJs came out of here. And you have also, when it comes to metal music, of course, there is a lot. Like you have hypocrisy, you have a lot of black metal music bands. Sorry, shit. I mean, man, there is a lot. Meshuggah also.
Okay.
There's so many bands. Yeah, there's so many bands came out of Sweden.
Interesting. Yeah, and I wouldn't have known that. Zach Pacillo in here. He's an artist. He might get with you on something. I don't know. He does.
Yeah,
He does all kinds of different music, from rap to funny type songs to all kinds of shit. He said family in this bitch. Yes. Whoop whoop. Um. Okay. Sorry. Now I'm tongue tied. Did the
uh,
skill come natural, or do you think you had to practice and learn? And what I mean by that is some people, they say, are born with a given talent, and other people have to go to school or, practice over and over, but then they become equally competitive in whatever that thing is. Do you think it was more of a natural thing for you, or more of a learning curve?
both. Because the genre that I'm doing doesn't require you to be a singer. You know, you're not a singer. I don't go and just do pop music and hit notes and high and up. It's not like that. However, definitely you need some kind of a skill because you need some musical ears. This is really really important. So you can, even if you don't know music theory, when you hear the music, subconsciously you know which tone or which pitch you need to hit on this scale or this yeah, scale
Right.
or a key, basically, even if you don't know what key it is, because most artists right now, they just do it, subconsciously, also back of their head. You just hear the beat and you just start rhyming, start spitting words in it, and it's so on point. Like you don't see them glitch or get out of context or anything like that. You just hear them on point all the time. This is skill. This is skill. They know how to do it subconsciously without even knowing what kind of key they have to hit or what kind of pitch they have to choose or anything like that. However, like I said, there is also some kind of learning curve that you have to go through if you want to be experimental, if you want to grow as an artist. You have to hit different genres, you have to blend things together. So I remember, man, when like Lamb of God, for instance, Randy, the vocalist, I used to study this guy for years, how he do his vocals. So many artists have done that, just to experiment, just to hear them and keep listening to them. I don't know how the fuck they scream like this, because when you hear them, this is their fucking signature. This is when you hear Randy in any type of song, even if it's a country fucking song. It's not Randy. Because this sounds like Randy, and when you check him out, yes, that's fucking Randy, man, because he has his own signature. Um, so of course you're not gonna mimic him, but you try to at least know. Old metal geeks know that, like the brawler, the brutal vocals, the growling, of course this is the most calming, the full school chords, so many things. So you start learning all these kind of techniques because every single thing that you're gonna do in music, you definitely get just gonna experiment. You just, okay, I'm just gonna, because also there is one city thing, like a lot of artists right now. I'm one of them also. I mean, if I'm gonna get a music right now or a beat and I'm just gonna rhyme into it or just go ahead and start spitting words, okay, I'm just gonna hit the notes. I'm gonna be on point and all this kind of shit. But at the same time, I'm not gonna sound as solid, because sometimes you do city voices, in the track, and it's not gonna be good unless it's layered with other voices. So you have to know, okay, I'm just gonna layer this squeaky sound, goofy sound, or maybe, yeah, I'm not sorry, this kind of sound. It sounds really silly when you hear it like this, but when you put a lot of reverb and a lot of layers in it, ban all this kind of technique. I'm just gonna go through mixing here, but just a tip, that you have to learn all this kind of stuff. So when you go ahead and implement them, you know that you're not doing, stupid things. You know exactly what the fuck you're doing, so what the outcome is going to be.
Stop it! No way. Is this really Kyle Combs? I don't know if you would know who Kyle Combs is, but if this is the Kyle Combs, this is one of the lead singers, one half of the duo Clockwork Motherfucking E. Okay? Listen, they do funny type rap, but they don't just do funny type rap. They do like in your feels songs. They do rap songs. I think they covered like a rock version of ICP's Three Pigs or Three Little Pigs. Like I think that's
Wow.
what it might have been. No, they done Chicken Hunt. I don't think it was. I think it was Chicken Hunt. At any rate, like these guys are very talented. Listen, Kyle, if that's really you, thanks for stopping by, bruh. I've been trying to get
Thanks,
them to
man.
come on the show. They're good people. Do a song with them, just cuz. And Kyle, and we're kind of like the Beatles, but way gayer. Oh yeah,
he
him.
just commented he just commented layers right now, so he knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Him and Bill are they're really cool people and they're humble. So far they haven't lost it. Like they're the type of artist that will get up there and rock a full stage, you know what I'm saying? Good crowd. But then they'll come down in the
Also,
crowd and hang out with us while the next artist is up on the stage. Like they're real
yeah, that's
people. If
that's
I
what's
can
up. That's
tell
what I used to
any
do.
artist anything, that's what I'm gonna tell them. I get at some point you got to start thinking about your own safety and regards. But while you're man, stay humble and like really engage with your fans because
That's true.
that's where
That's
the
true.
money's at.
100%.
That's where the listen. You can suck a little bit, but if you have that kind of engagement with me in a great stage performance, then I might let you slip on a missed song or you know what I'm saying,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
so.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be the gang. It's gonna
Right, right.
cover up for you. Yeah.
Absolutely. For so I have one last just kind of straightforward question, unless somebody puts some shit up in the chat or whatever, and then we'll just jump into these little game questions. The next little deal will go by in like 15 minutes, give or take. So thank
Mhm.
you. Hope that's cool. If not, tell me
No, it's fine.
no, and we'll end
No, no, it's all
it.
good, man. I'm,
I
I'm
know.
enjoying my time,
I
honestly.
know it's what is it like now it's like midnight there or it's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
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 12.
the
It's
next
12.
day. Listen, we're living in parallel universes, y'all. He is in Sweden and it is like 12 hours ahead. It is the next day and we're still in
Yeah.
yesterday.
It's a parallel universe.
um love you Wiggles, much love to both. Kyle, thank you so much for showing up, man. I appreciate that.
Thanks,
Uh
man.
All right. So this last question is kind of two part. And it goes as follows: how, who, or what came up with your stage name? So how did you come up with that? And then, if you do in fact have a logo that is identifiably yours, so if it's on a shirt, a hat, whatever, we know that is Dirty Sinister. How did you come up with that? So stage name and logo if you got one.
Yeah, I have a logo already. Dirty Sinister actually it came. Man, that's hard. It just came by luck, but I just choose these two words because I was just doing basically trap metal, and I just wanted something to represent what kind of lyrics and what kind of persona that I'm just going to present. And all my lyrics back in the days, just talking about, like I said. I've never talked about being a thug or just drinking beers and girls and stuff like that. I've never spoke about that because I've never lived this. I'm just gonna be realistic. I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I killed this motherfucking bitch in the bar. Yeah, come on, I've never done that. I'm not gonna be believable. So that never happened. So I'm not gonna say things that never happened. But my beliefs when it comes to religion, questioning things, stuff like that. So it was kind of sinister, when you speak, because for other people it's kind of sinister, to question God, to question religion, to question the Bible, or anything like that. So it was like, that's so sinister. So this is what sinister came from. And dirty came out of the voice, actually, because screaming, just yelling and screaming, so it's some kind of a dirty sound, so
It's
it's
so
dirty
dirty and
sinister.
beautiful. The fuck?
Now it's kind of not very representative to the music, but still depressive though. Um, yeah, that's the logo that I have already. It's similar to any metal band logo. It's very scratches, type of logos. When it comes to a slogan, I've never had one, honestly. But if I'm gonna get any kind of slogan, most probably it's just going to represent some kind of you know I don't want to say witchy stuff, but something mythical, something from the side of history, like mystical creature, anything like that, where I would say maybe slogans that talks about Vikings, or because they had their own beliefs also, and it's really close to Sweden because Scandinavia. It's just gonna be. But I've never actually thought about slogan. I've never had one before.
Huh. Okay. Would you be open to fan art? Like if somebody wanted to just try to draw something for you?
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm always open for that. I mean, anybody who send me a DM or anything, like, I've never actually replied with like, because I've seen this a lot. When you send somebody something on DM and they just reply with a thumbs up, maybe, or just a smile, or maybe like, ah, yeah, that's what's up. Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. They never open a conversation. They never just speak back. So yeah, but anybody who texts me back or start texting me, I just reply, man. I don't want to say humble, but
You
this is how I
are.
see myself.
You
Like,
are because you don't realize. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't. People aren't listening. I guess locally or something. Maybe they only listen to the popular stuff. But I think
exactly.
you're unrecognized talent, dude. And sure, I'm just one guy, but I've put you before people now that have been like, bro, his music sounds pretty dope. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you can eventually start seeing it. Your Spotify has got to be going up, bro. At least with that
I hope
one
so.
song, if not plenty of them. Because me myself, I'm
Yeah.
giving them plays. And I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but
No,
you know
but
what I'm.
thank you, man. But if it's not gonna go any way around, it's not gonna go better than that. So I'm so thankful to you and everybody who listened to it, anyways.
But yeah, you are humble. You answered me right away, and I'm grateful that for that. That's what I was
Thank you.
getting at. I kind of thought I was gonna get the cold shoulder. Like, who is
No,
this
no, no,
guy?
no, no. I'm
um,
not that person. No.
all
Musically,
right.
yes, but personally, not.
Right. All right, real quick, I got this just little like run through of either or question. So I'm gonna ask you like one or the other, and you just choose one or the other,
Yeah.
and we kind of snappy go through them or whatever. Um, so, and I guess take into consideration, I don't know if some things you might not have that we have. I don't know. I guess I wasn't thinking about that, but the candy, Twix or Reese's?
Yeah, yeah. We have a lot of candies also here. Like they actually do their own candies here in Sweden, and it's really sour candy, and there is some salt candies also. I don't know if you have it in the U.S., but yeah, we have our own stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, we have that Twix also.
Okay. So out of those two, which would you prefer?
Twix,
All right. Um, for the seasons, summer, fall, or winter, which would you prefer?
summer.
All right.
Well, Summer is just for me because I like the sun. Not to go out, just to feel like the day is long here in
Right.
Sweden. That's the only purpose out of it. But winter, because it's the only time when you can just feel the environment of the music that you create. You know, like it's really really dark, and it's just you and your headset, and it just everything is just so quiet, and you just can just go and travel. So that's the only good thing about winter.
Okay, fair enough. Well, and this for you, you said is almost like 6 months on, 6 months off, but day or night.
Night.
All right. Um, truck, SUV, or car.
Truck.
All right. You're taking your sweetheart out on a date. Are you going for a movie night or roller skating?
Movie night.
All right. Pizza or pasta?
Pizza.
Okay. The next is for your fans. Which are you most active on? Facebook or Instagram?
Instagram.
TikTok or X?
None for me.
None. You need to get on TikTok, my friend.
Yeah, I'm trying.
As far as soda, Pepsi products or Coke products?
Coke.
All right. And then I got to ask, do they have Faygo there?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you tried that before?
Once.
Do you remember,
Once.
like, what
No,
kind of?
we're actually right. No, I remember. I actually had it from one of my friends.
All right. That's just a big thing for us juggalos. That's our soda, man.
Uh,
All right. As far as a dessert, pie or cake?
Cake.
All
I
right.
like both of them. Yeah.
Okay, now you're forced. You don't have a choice. You got to pick one or the other. You either have to make a 3 mile walk in the rain, or you got to make a 5 mile walk in the desert, provided enough water in a couple shade spots so you don't dehydrate.
The rain.
The rain. All right.
Yeah.
This one might be kind of random. Again, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm just gonna ask it, and you can substitute. Do you guys like be surfing or skateboarding?
Yeah, a lot. Like I told you, there is a big community for the punk music here. So there is a lot of skateboarding. Yeah.
All
But I
right.
don't do it, but there is a lot everywhere.
Okay. Well, normally that's
Yeah.
just a like either or question,
Yeah,
surfing
no,
or.
yeah, but there is both. But the community for the skateboarding is really big.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's my either ors. I got a fill in the blank. Well, I got a random, and then I got 3 fill in the blanks, and that's a wrap, dude. We'll get you out of here.
Yeah.
So the one random is you're given $5,000 cash money, or whatever the equivalent is in your money. You have to pick one store to spend it all at immediately. This can be a known chain store. I don't know if you guys have Walmart. I don't know what your big
No, we
known.
haven't. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
so it can be a big chain store, or it can be just something known to you, mom and pop store, local or something. But maybe tell us where you're gonna go and what you're gonna get with $5,000.
It's gonna sound crazy, but do I have to choose one of these two, or can I just choose something else?
Well, what else would you do with it?
Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and spend it on music.
No, that's okay. That's
Yeah.
most. I've done 160 some odd artist interviews, and like 9 out of 10 usually say some kind of like guitar or music center or something like
Yeah.
that.
I'm just gonna
But
spend it on music.
that 1%, I've had all kinds of random answers. Like it's completely up to you. I just make it a random
No.
like, here's you some money.
That's a
What are
good
you gonna
question. I've
do?
never thought about that actually, but yeah, if I have the big money, definitely, I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in music, man.
And then what, you just gonna buy you like a whole setup, mixer, master kit, or are you lacking somewhere you need a new microphone or a new
Mm,
computer?
no, I'll just upgrade a little bit, but this is not going to be the main thing. I'm just going to maybe just go ahead, shoot myself a very flashy video, promote the shit out of it, hire, an agency who can market my shit. And
Okay.
that's what I'm going to do.
All right. Fair enough. Um, Real quick, three last painful questions, and we'll wrap it up. I'll give you a chance to do an outro, shout out whoever you want to, and whatnot. And I close the same way every time. So yeah, three fill in the blanks. First one being my favorite vacation was blank.
My favorite vacation. Hmm. Is it going to sound crazy if I told you I've never had one?
No.
No, I've never had one. The best city that I've been into was Dubai, honestly. I mean,
Okay.
it's like a futuristic city, like
I bet it's amazing.
it's weird, man. It's a video game city, honestly.
All
But when I
right.
was there, yeah, it's just gonna blow your mind. But when I was there, I was mainly working. I didn't have that much money on me just to go ahead and enjoy everything in the city. But yeah, I would call it maybe a vacation, have vacation. Yeah.
No, yeah, listen, so I asked that question because my whole life, I grew up and you'd come back from school, and kids would be talking about where they went. We went to here for vacation. I didn't go, I went country cruising. We went around the block. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my favorite vacation only just happened 2 years ago, and it's when I got to go to the Gathering of the Juggalos, which is an event for us Juggalos. It's a 4
Mhm.
day event. It's a music festival, and you can
Wow,
do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, with no judgment, because everybody
that's
else is
amazing.
doing whatever they want to
That's
do, and
amazing.
it's
That's
it's
amazing.
crazy. And I was gonna ask that, but we kind of started time crunching. Have you ever heard of the Gathering of the Juggalos?
No, no, never. That's the first time for me. Yeah.
Look it up, man. They have artists from all over the world come there. If you're picked, they might pay for your whole shebang. Wham bam. Come get
Wow,
in front of some homies, man.
that's
But
amazing. There's
yeah.
a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have to check out after this streaming.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Me too. Okay. I don't know if you guys ride a whole lot of bicycles there in
A
Sweden,
lot.
but the question is the bicycle I remember most as a kid was blank.
Well, here in Sweden, bicycle is number one transportation after the car.
Okay.
So yeah, people ride bicycles everywhere. I had one, but it got stolen, honestly, so I don't have any now.
All
These
right.
bikes get they steal
No,
it
that's
just like
that's
flies.
big
So
here too.
they drop
Yeah,
like flies. Yeah.
absolutely. I as a kid there was brands like Mongoose and Next Tuffy. That's what was common here in America, anyhow.
Uh,
And that's the bike I remember the most. Subscribe to Dirty Sinister YouTube. I'm looking for the bike thief.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Oh
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
I'm waiting for him now. I'm following him on everything, and now I'm just waiting for stuff to come that's like new. Uh,
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna send you some exclusive stuff later on.
Absolutely. All right, so the last one I have for you is the best part about the beach, freshwater or salt, is blank.
Uh, s- uh, well, I like salt water. 100%. I like the beach. I don't like the pool, and but I'm not very big swimmer, anyways. Like I just like to go there just to enjoy my time, if
Yeah.
I can. But I'm not like a geek swimmer, I don't know how to even. I swim like a frog. Yeah, yeah. So I shit in that. I shit in swimming, man. But yeah, I like the beach because for me, beach is just so mysterious. I mean, the sea in general is so mysterious. That's what I like about it, especially at night. Of course, I don't swim at night, but I like just to sit there at night, just to smoke or
Oh
just listen to
yeah.
music
Hear the
and
waves
just
hit the
look at it.
shore.
yeah,
Yeah.
just look at it and just try to, think about all those crazy things that lives below. It's so very intriguing for me.
Man. Listen, that's me. Most people I expect to come up here and say the women in bikinis, which is okay.
Nah,
That's nice too. Don't
that's valid.
don't get it
That's valid.
twisted. All right,
Yeah, that's valid.
but that
That's
ain't
valid.
that
That's
ain't
your
that
thing.
ain't what I like the most about it. It's actually being there, sticking your toes in the water, being up
In the
on that
sand, in the
borders
water.
end,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
I'm saying
Yeah, yeah.
taking it in, realizing that you'll never beat Mother Nature, you'll never be bigger than her, no matter how
Exactly.
strong you think you are. It's,
Nah.
you know what I'm saying?
Especially the
Let
sea, man.
go.
Especially the sea. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the sea. Sea and the space.
Yeah, it's
Nothing gonna top
crazy.
it. Yeah.
So absolutely, man. I don't want it to end. This is when I tell you if you have any last minute shout outs, anything I may have missed you wanted to say or whatever, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna have, if I don't already, I am gonna have all of your links in the description of this video, so they'll be able to find it right away after it goes live. Be able to start checking you
Yeah.
out on all of your profiles and platforms and all of that good
That's
stuff.
awesome,
So
man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's awesome. Well, no, well, thank you very much for having me, and it's a good opportunity to meet people and people to get to know me. I get to know you. It's really good opportunity as well that we spoke. It doesn't feel like an interview or a stream. It feels like two friends just hanging around, just
chopping
talking,
it
chatting,
up,
asking each other
yeah.
questions, and that's what I like. And it's been years or quite some time since I actually spoke to someone and started just vibing together.
Yeah.
Because I don't have that much friends here in Sweden anyway. So
Listen,
yeah,
people know me and I know of people, but I keep to myself, especially where I live. Like, there ain't a whole lot of even my kind of people, juggalos, you know what I'm saying? So I keep to myself too, unless I'm going to an event or something like that. Or online, you can kind of be whoever you want to be,
yeah,
until you
yeah.
have to actually engage with people. And then I don't do good with, I don't know, ignorance. I don't know. I just
Mhm.
assume
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah, yeah, that's the same
So,
thing.
yeah.
Usually, this is the first stream that I've been ever, into. Honestly, I've never even done a stream on Instagram or anything like that. I'm so mysterious guy. So yeah, I'm so grateful that I'm here with you, and just to also experiment something with myself, to be in front of people speaking about myself and just share things. This is why I said it's not like an interview for me, just like chit chat. We're just talking
Yeah, man.
and just vibing together, and just people get engaged if they want to engage. And so I thank you, of course, again, and I thank everybody who came, and thank you for everybody also who check my links and like the music. And if you didn't, I also appreciate that you came here and you stayed with us for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah, right. And for y'all that are going to watch this on the replay, and I know you're going to make it to the end of this, thank you so very much. You still matter. Hit the like button, share it out, tell somebody about Dirty Sinister, go listen to his music. Just go support him, help each other, lift each other up and
Yeah,
spread some positivity with it. I'm going to end this the same way I do every other stream, okay, folks? It's grueling, but it is what it is. Go tell somebody you love them, okay? Because you don't know who needs to hear that. And it could be you that changes the way they're thinking, the way they're feeling. You don't know what they're going through. You can help them through that moment or that time, or they may be overlooking something, not thinking about it, and you've been through it, and you can be like, hey, da 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 da. I was 18 and homeless, and nobody even knew I was homeless. They thought I was a dirty kid sitting on a park bench, just, having a day out on the town or whatever. Nobody came up and said, hey, I can't give you no money, but I'll listen to you. Do you need a talk or, so, and if you,
that's
for
that's
some
valuable,
reason,
man. That's so
you
valuable. Yeah, that's
know,
that's so valuable. You don't get
and
that much often these days.
if you can't tell somebody yourself because you're too masculine or you're whatever that you love them, you can't tell a stranger. Tell them Wiggles loves them and tell them where to find me so I can tell them myself. Y'all have been great. Please go check out this man. He is so underrated and he deserves it. Whoop whoop, Dirty Sinister. Thank you very much, my friend.
You're
Hopefully,
welcome.
we can have you come back on later on down the road.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Cheers.
Yep. Have a good morning.
You too.